What's going on, guys? Today we're going to talk about building a network that basically pays dividends forever. Now, a lot of people are out there like myself, they're trying to get deals, and this is for any business, but we'll talk about real estate for now. So they're doing direct mail, they're doing TV, radio, social media, door knocking, they're cold calling, all these things, right? They all take a lot of time, and they're also very, very, very expensive. And at the end of the year, I don't know if you guys do, but I always do, is I sit back and I quantify how I got all my deals. And when I look at how I got all my deals, the overwhelming majority, and by that I mean 60, 70, even 80% in certain cases, come via relationships or through my network, right? The best thing about a network is it doesn't cost you any money. It costs you time, it costs you being a good person, which we're gonna explain in a minute, but at the end of the day, it's something that if you nurture those relationships and you do the right thing and you're essentially not an a-hole, you will get business year over year over year for the rest of your life. It's more important to have good relationships with people that they'll do things for you because they love you and that you've done things for them than to have money and things. So let's explain that for a little bit again. So with that, it's building a network that'll pay dividends, okay? So again, I built a very big career. The overwhelming majority of my business comes via relationships. You'll see a lot of these gurus with these crazy like marketing machines and they have virtual callers and all kinds of stuff. At the end of the day, it's a lot to manage and it's expensive. If you can build a robust network, those people are out there every day in the world 24/7 with you on their mind to a certain extent, thinking about you, being able to bring you opportunity. So at the root of all of this, building a network, is being a good person. Now, it's a very simple concept and everybody will be like, yeah, I'm a good person. Of course, but when you really think about how much time and effort and help you're giving to people around you, and that's just not people that you're friends with, that's people that you don't know, that's strangers. So let's go into this. So again, the network is the biggest ROI by far and away. I spend no money on my network, basically, and they bring me deals, and all I do is do good things for them. How do you go about expanding your network? Now, over the last 6 years in business, I've done a number of different things, and I've used different platforms. I've used social media in order to do this, but I've had tons and tons and tons of like just coffee type meetings. So Beth Lowe and I are extremely close. You've seen her, you know, head of YPN, extremely influential person in real estate, done amazing things, had a great story. She's a very close friend of mine. I would say almost a sister at this point. I had found her on Facebook. She won the top 20 under 40 at that point. This is, 6 years ago, whatever it was. I reached out to her, we had coffee, had a great time, chopped it up, and we've done a lot of business, and more importantly, been really close friends ever since. So at the beginning of my career, especially, not as much now because time is a little bit tougher, but I would have meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting. Just go out, talk with people in your industry, realtors, other investors, take every single meeting because you just don't know where it's gonna lead, and more importantly, it's gonna expand your network, okay? Number two, networking events of all types. I love networking events. I love going out, having a good time, seeing people in the real estate community, seeing people in other different communities. Everybody can be a potential lead or referral source for you, regardless of what business you're in. So make it a point to go out and network. Set a schedule. Say, I'm gonna go out once a week, twice a month, whatever that is. Everybody has demands on their time. Obviously, at the time when I was doing this, and I'm still doing it now, not married, no kids, I have a lot more time, plus I like going out and being social, but it's extremely important. Something is better than nothing. The more you do, the better off you are, but I'll leave that up to you. But definitely get networking events on the schedule and have them be in different groups of people. If you're a real estate agent, don't just be going out to real estate agent events where people are partying, getting drunk. That's great, it's a good time, I love being there. For me, it's great because I meet hundreds of realtors that end up being referral sources to me. If you're a realtor, that's not a great place to be because other realtors most of the time are not referring you volumes of business. You want to get into other circles where you can be referred business and network, but make sure you have a plan to do that. Teaching classes, this is something I do. I teach continuing education for realtors. I teach a course called Real Estate Investing for Realtors that gives realtors 3.75 hours worth of credit. It does a couple different things. A, it makes me feel good because I'm doing something nice and helping the ecosystem. B, multiple times a year, as much as I want to do it, and now I do it about 4 times a year, it puts me in front of anywhere from 100 to 700 real estate agents who are operating in my local area, who now know me and could possibly send me deals. So everybody has something that they're good at that they can teach, that they can donate their time, where they can get in front of people and have a two-pronged approach, which is to give back to the community and also expand your network. How to approach people. So when everybody I speak to, regardless of who they are, I tell them who I am and what I do. Hi, my name's Charles. I'm known as the Handsome Homebuyer. I'm a real estate developer. I buy houses here, there, everywhere. And it's not in like a sales pitchy way. It's just in a, this is who I am. It's ingrained in who I am. These are, the things that are important to me in my life. These are my goals. These are my aspirations. I want to open a private equity firm. Everybody knows who I am, what I do, what my daily agenda is as far as business and life and success. And there's a flip side to that, which is how you get people to help you, which we'll go over in a second. Okay, so again, put out your info, all kinds of info. On social media, I'm very accessible. I will respond to all DMs and things like that, which you should always do. My phone number's out there, my email address is out there. If you are looking for me to get in touch with me, whether that be to ask me a question, invite me to something, send me an opportunity, whatever that is, I am very, very accessible to everybody all the time, and I always respond in a timely manner, usually within a couple hours, if not instantaneously. Right, which is a blessing and a curse for me sometimes. Again, take every call, take every meeting, extremely important. When I get a call, I'll get calls from wholesalers who are like, I'm just starting out my business and I saw you and I'm marketing on Craigslist or whatever it is. The average investor who's doing stuff, or the average person to say, I don't have time for that guy, or that girl, they're nobody. Everybody starts off knowing shit. Everybody starts off with no business. Everybody starts off from the bottom. You never know who you're talking to, who they are, who they're connected to, and what they're going to become later on in life. Remember that. It's important to give people a little bit of time, be nice, be pleasant, try to help them with what they're doing, be courteous, and you never know what's going to happen with those relationships. This is a very important thing, and it's directly linked to how you approach people. Ask people what they do. Most people are just waiting for themselves to talk. They're very, self-centric. They just want to talk about them and what they do, and that's great. That's human nature. But when you meet people and you're telling them about who you are and what they do, it's also very important to ask them who they are and what they do. What are their dreams? What are their goals? What are they trying to achieve? And then think about your network that you've established through all these principles that we're going through, and who you can introduce them to help them achieve the goals that they're looking for, and also help other people in your network. By doing that, you will get a tremendous amount of support. The loudest person ever. Yeah. Dad, we're shooting content here. Yeah. In the driveway? Yeah. Just go out there, and if you can introduce people to other people in order to help them achieve their goals, that's what you do. Do that, all right? And another relevant point, actually give a shit. It's one thing to be like, oh, I can introduce you. Everybody's met people who have their own agenda, and they're saying to you, oh, I can introduce you to somebody, or oh, I might have an opportunity for you or whatever, and it's bullshit. You actually have to care. Right? There's a saying that I really like, which is, if you want to get rich, start thinking about ways you can make other people rich. When you start thinking about ways that you can help other people selflessly, you would be shocked at the amount of windfall of success, opportunity, and financial benefit you get as a result of that. Do what you say. Again, very important. It takes a lifetime to establish a reputation and a moment to lose it. If you tell someone you're gonna do something, you really, really, really have to do it, or have to try your best. And if you can't do it, you have to explain and try to make up for it in some other way, shape, or form. Help bring others up in general. Just have an overall mentality of abundance, not scarcity. There's a lot of people that want to hoard their knowledge, want to hoard their time, want to hoard their resources. If you call me up and you need a roofer, I'm going to give you the roofer that I've used from day one. If you call me up and ask me a question, I'm going to tell you exactly what it is, because there's nothing I'm going to tell you that's going to negatively impact me. If anything, I'm going to help you, you're going to feel better about me, you're going to do more business, and together we're all going to kind of thrive, and the ecosystem gets better and better for all of us as a whole. Trying to hoard knowledge and resources and things isn't good for anybody. And finally, stop focusing on money and time. That's the thing. People are very focused on, if this isn't going to benefit me financially, if this isn't going to benefit me in one way, shape, or form now, immediately, I don't want to do it. And that's not really what life and business, in my opinion, should be about. You can go out there and make a great living and help other people and have it work for everybody. You want to compete within yourself, you want to be competitive with other people to a certain extent that is healthy, that's fine. But if money is your primary focus, most of the time it doesn't work out well. Another important thing to do is So again, these are relationships that are one-on-one. Have coffee, go to the networking events, be face-to-face with people. But you can't ignore the fact that we are transitioning more into a virtual world, and social media is essentially an extension of who you are as a person. So you can use Zoom and have quick Zoom meetings. Like now, instead of having coffee, it's really acceptable to just have quick Zoom meetings. You can have a coffee Zoom meeting and people are cool with that. You have to connect people. Social media, again, being an extension of who you are, make sure that you're putting out content, that you are encouraging people to interact with you. You're putting up stories where you're asking questions and then you're responding with video and whatnot. You're getting back to all your DMs and things of that nature. I can tell you, I mean, I have friends that have dozens and dozens, not hundreds of unanswered DMs with questions about them being realtors or investors or whatnot. These aren't the kind of things that make people really appreciate you, want to help you, give back, and benefit the ecosystem as a whole. Speaking of benefiting the ecosystem, if you haven't joined up for the text platform, there's the number right there. Check it out, doing a ton of one-on-one engagement, answering a lot of questions. We just put something out today. First 3 people that responded to this are actually going to be in a private StreamYard with me, where I'm going to answer all their questions, talk about investing, all kinds of unique, top-notch stuff that I don't put out there for everybody else. So if you like this video, I'd appreciate a like, follow, always drop a comment. We like that, and we'll see you on next week's educational vlog.